Okay, well that saved me a whole lot of talking and you a whole lot of listening. Lesson 1 is all about familiarization, and we're just simply going to look at how to launch and land aircraft. It should take no more than about 3 minutes. Hope you all read the opening notices. If you didn't, you can always rewind it. Just one thing to mention, I found it impossible to film myself using an iPad, so I'm actually working this on a conventional PC, similar to the one that we currently use at Camp Hill on the bus. Straight into it then. Across the top is our main working area. We have a number of lists waiting to launch in the air, and you can see that I'm currently flying at the moment. Landed, and there's nobody landed. We have the trial lesson list for the day, and there's nothing in it. I'll come on to that in another tutorial. And the current weather and stuff, which is what we put in at the start of the day, which is required for insurance purposes. So we're looking at waiting to launch. Again, we can see as now anything that you need to bring to the attention of the duty instructor is highlighted in red. You must notify the duty instructor if anything comes up there. But for now, we're just going to launch an aircraft. So we'll launch Warwick. We'll assume that that's a mistake, and we'll just click on the button there, the arrow, and click on launch. And that immediately puts him into the in the air section. Now, one thing we put in at for the benefit of our chairman, and he doesn't mind me taking the mickey out of him because I've already warned him, but he says that sometimes I keep pressing the wrong button. Well, here's one of the get out of jail features. If we click on that flight, and we'll assume that we pressed the wrong button, we have another menu option here which says oops, I launched the wrong aircraft. We click on that. It will put it back and revert its status to waiting to launch. It will come out of the in the air list, and it will go back into waiting to launch. So let's launch the correct aircraft this time. We'll launch Ian Carrick and Christopher Bowden. Again, click on the arrow, go down to launch, click launch. Okay. On this particular flight here, we might say that we got it wrong. No, we won't do that. We'll leave that for another exercise. So now an aircraft is coming in to land. So all we have to do is click on the in the air tab, have a quick look at the aircraft that's about to come in, and we'll say it's me in my ASW 15 short flight. Click on the arrow, find the landed button, click it. That takes it immediately out of the in the air list, and you'll find it in the landed list. Dead easy. Let's do the final one and get the hang of it. Waiting to launch. Aircraft starts to move. Launch the aircraft. We've nothing now on the launch pad. Go to in the air. Find an incoming flight. We'll say that Christopher Bowden is about to land. We click on landed, and there he is, gone, and he's now in the landed list. Very, very simple. Just a very brief look at some of the buttons, some of the items behind the button. One of which we've already had a look at, the oops, I launched the wrong aircraft. Reverse P1 and P2 if you suddenly find that you've got the P1 and P2 the wrong way around. Again, you can reverse them as you could in fact in the old system. However, that is less likely to happen in the future because, as you'll see in a later lesson, when we're adding instructional flights, the only people that appear in the P1 list for selection are the instructors, and everybody else comes in as P2. So it's quite difficult to get it wrong from now on in. Use of the wave boxes is catered for. If we get a request for an aircraft to enter our letter of agreement areas, then we simply go down to this item here and click it, and it will put the time in, and remember to click it again to get them out of the LOA areas when they've finished. That's it. Very short lesson. I suppose what we could do now is just land that final aircraft. We'll click Warwick Horn and Samuel Atkinson. We'll land them. And as before, a message will pop up saying this flight's under 4 minutes. Was it a launch failure? We'll save everybody's embarrassment and say yes. So now everything's in our landed list, all suitably charged up as before, and that's it. End of lesson. 3 minutes max. Have fun, replay it over and over again. This stuff will be going live as an option at the launch point in about a week's time. Both systems will be on the launch point computer. You'll be able to select whether you want to have a play with this one or whether you want to use the other one. I shall be up next weekend with my iPad, and I'll be using that certainly for part of the day, although I'm coming to fly. If anybody wants to come and join me, you can take a look and see what it's like in real life. Thanks for watching. Speak to you all soon. Bye bye.